Before the break, we saw the leader of COPE leaving the House after he had refused to withdraw a statement he made in Parliament last week. That was because of his statement that the President's office defied an order by the Supreme Court of Appeal to hand over the abbreviated transcripts of the tapes that permitted criminal charges to be dropped or withdrawn against President Jacob Zuma. When the House moved on to motion, the Chief Whip of the majority party fired another salvo at the COPE President. Sandy Kalen of the DA said the motion sounded more like a statement than a motion.
This statement is blatantly false. The Supreme Court of Appeal of the Republic of South Africa issued no such order against the President.
Honourable Chief Whip, there's a point of order.
I would like clarity on what aspect of the order paper we now on.
Motions.
Motions?
It's notices of motion.
But it would appear that the Chief Whip is making a statement.
No.
So, I mean, a motion is normally 2 or 3 lines for debate.
Continue, Chief Whip.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, that this statement is blatantly false. The Supreme Court of Appeal of the Republic of South Africa issued no such order against the President or the President's office. In the case of the Democratic Alliance and others,
Madam Deputy Speaker,
versus the acting National Director of Public Prosecutions and others, 288 of 11/2012, the court directed the acting National Director of Public Prosecutions
Speaker, there's another.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I submit that this is not a motion or notice of motion. It is a statement. And I would ask you to rule on that, Madam.
Honourable Kalyan, if you look at your rules, that's why on many occasions we allow members from both sides who, when they give motion, they almost give something like a resolution, a long, just look at your rules, what motions are saying. It can, check your book.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, the House has a presiding officer who is enjoined by the Constitution to make rulings. So I'm not going to allow anybody else. I am going to repeat this. Paragraph 2, that this statement is bluntly false. The Supreme Court of Appeal of the Republic of South Africa issued no such order against the President or the President's office. In the case of the Democratic Alliance and others versus the acting National Director of the Public Prosecution and others, the court directed the acting National Director of Public Prosecutions to produce and lodge with the Registrar of the Supreme Court of Appeal the record of the NPA's decision to discontinue its prosecution of Mr. Jacob Zuma, the President. There was no order by the Supreme Court of Appeal against...
Honourable Chief Whip.
I'm concluding.
There's another point of order.
Okay.
After that, can you please conclude? It's okay. Honourable Kalyan.
Madam Deputy Speaker, you asked me to look at the rules and I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
And it says that a member may propose a subject for discussion. The Chief Whip has made a long statement and I submit that, yes, about a court ruling, and I submit that he has made a statement, not a motion. Madam, I would ask you to please re-look at this and rule on it.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, maybe I should mention that this...
No. Okay. I will attend to that later. Can you conclude,
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I'm concluding as follows. There was no order by the Supreme Court of Appeal.
Deputy Speaker, on a point of order. Honestly, this can't be allowed in this House. Members must be allowing the Chief Whip to speak. They must give space. If they read the rules, their motion, there's substantive motions, there's proposal of motion for censor. If they allow the Chief Whip to finish, they will understand the nature of the motion that they're proposing. They must read the rules. I suppose that they will going to do that, because we can't have members of this House using the rules when it suits them. When it doesn't suit them, they throw them out of the House. It's completely out of order.
Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to conclude, I conclude as follows. There was no order by the Supreme Court of Appeal against the President or his office to produce any record or documents. Believing, one, that Honorable Lekota has misled this House by making a statement that he knows is factually false, that Honorable Lekota's statement is undermining the dignity of the office of the President of the Republic of South Africa for cheap party politics.
Well, it seems the Democratic Alliance has developed a new kind of protest action in the House. But we need to go to an ad break. When we return, we hear why Eskom is so eager to raise tariffs by 13% each year over the next 5 years. Stay with us.